So LPA Futures is a programme to find emerging photography talent. I started it in 2007, I think it was. It's been going for 8 years, and basically we ask our friends and colleagues in the ad and design industry to be judges, and I'm a judge as well, and we choose 5 photographers every year to be part of the programme. We represent them for a 2-year period, and during that time we promote them and get them commissions from ad and design agencies. So yeah, it's just to like discover new talent that are potential fantastic commercial photographers really. The whole thing was different this time. The standard was higher. There were less entries, but the standard was higher. And the judges were, you know, I knew all the judges anyway, and I did particularly pick quite a few, you know, vocal type of judges, and they've always been great judges. But yeah, they were they were more brutal than other years, I think, and they kind of really did take on board what's going to make a really great commercial photographer and who's going to get commissions.
I found the judging process quite hard because obviously there were ones that I liked on an artistic level, on a fine art level, but then put them in a commercial realm and they wouldn't do very well. Obviously these people are starting out, but you've still got to show something quite strong and something that's attractive to people who are commissioning for advertising or design or editorial, whatever.
It's really difficult to choose from the initial selection. I think it was 120 people, and now we've got to get it down to 5 tonight. So it's proving quite a challenge actually to get through it all. And there's quite a contrast between food photographers and lifestyle, and some more sort of editorially based portrait, and they've all got their strengths.
I thought quite a lot of people seem to kind of dance around with putting a lot of different styles in, and I think it's fine maybe certain things kind of marry together, like being a landscape photographer and a car photographer, or being a still life photographer and a food photographer, but to sort of have a little bit of kids and a little bit of still life and a little bit of food, you end up looking a bit like a jack of all trades. It's quite good nowadays to have a bit of range, because you know, there is maybe less photography, more photographers out there, and there's less photography work than there was 10 years ago or something.
It's a contradiction, because what really stands out almost isn't great commercial photography because it's too out there. It does need to stand out. So, you know, standing out might mean really lovely, beautiful, sensitive, social documentary photography, or it could mean uplifting, engaging lifestyle photography, or it could just mean bold, graphic, still life photography. But yeah, you're right, it does have to stand out, but it does have to be that subtle balance between something that stands out and has a distinctive voice, and it's like, you're looking at loads of images but you remember it, but it will be, you know, brands and businesses will want to have it endorsing their brands.
When you're judging so many photographers, you're really looking for something that's arresting and that really stands out, and I think that's the hardest thing. I think when you're judging over 100 photographers, it's actually slightly unfair in some ways, because you're really looking for something that's so different. And actually there's a lot of photographers in there who potentially could be very, very commercial and great in their own right, but you're just looking for that one thing, that's something that just grabs you and signifies something different.
It's a really funny thing. It's very difficult to find the thing that you need to be a successful commercial photographer, but you just know when you see it, and it's a kind of in between being creative and commercially usable, I think, really, commercially viable. Yeah.